He said he was a. It was. He said it was an ad hominem.
Female argument. You called it
Yeah,
an
that's.
add-on.
Just because you used that doesn't mean that wasn't even your main point of the argument, though. So why is he like rejecting your argument because of one thing?
I'm using the I'm using this dude, oh my goodness, bro. I'm using the set theoretic argument for a necessary reality. And he got confused by me saying C is a subset of U, B is a subset of U, and N is a subset of U.
I kind of like
Look in the server.
What's in there?
There.
correctly, it's even better than capitalism.
And then he also went as far to say, I'm not really tracking well because it's just word salad at this point. You're just throwing random letters around. And I said, if you're not tracking well, and he said, I don't understand your argument. I said, if you're not tracking well, you don't understand my argument, then you just concede at this point. And he was like, just because somebody doesn't understand your argument in a debate doesn't mean that they lose. That would be exactly what that means. If you don't understand an argument, then we can take a debate case. You concede. They, blessed us.
Bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We will move the reaction out so I can make this a GIF.
I can do it.
Most people.
Yeah, I'll remove the reactions real quick.
Actually,
We don't.
for morals, in my opinion.
Here, okay, I'll make it.
Wait, hold on.
Good luck.
No, make it like low
Yours-
quality.
Yours has the yellow thing. Like it didn't get
Yeah, fine.
You made it.
Yeah, but I
And
just formed
got
Make it
What's it
low
called?
quality. Okay, you know,
I just
I'm gonna
formed
make
the
it low
I know how
quality.
to. I know how to.
Bro, okay, fine.
I just formed the argument though. I figured out it's called the set theoretic argument for necessary reality. It's just gonna be the God model. So basically, like we define reality as a set of all facts. You would agree, right?
Oh wait, no, never mind. I forgot how to. Can you do it?
Nitro, hello.
Wait, what did you say?
Yeah, you would agree that we define reality as a set of all facts.
Yeah, but that still doesn't define.
Of all that, are you asking me or the guy you're calling right now?
No, I'm asking you.
Are you trying to debate me or what?
No, I'm just like I'm explaining my argument to you that I was running on that guy. I'm just gonna run my argument through you and like see if you understand it, because that guy was acting like it's hard to understand.
Okay, run it.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna let you so the letter U is gonna be the universe of all facts that exist in a given world, and then X, an element of U, is just gonna mean X is an element of reality, and then C is a subset of U. It just means C is a subset of U, obviously. So we know we can let P is
Bro.
possible or P is necessary. So P is necessary obviously means true in all possible worlds. So we can define X. Say X is contingent, so X exists in some worlds but not all, and then we can say X is necessary, X exists in all possible worlds. So let R we can let R equal X exist in reality, so R is going to be the full set of everything that exists in a I just lost the word. Oh, I'm loads here, bro. That exists in a given world. I found it. Okay. Brain fog. We're back. So we're gonna define dependency. We define a dependency relation as X explains Y, or like X depends on Y for its existence. So we can define for any contingent thing, X would be an element of C. Therefore, there exists Y such that X explains or X depends on Y. So every contingent thing depends on something else. So assume that all contingent things depend, right? Or we can say contingency. Fuck. How do I do this? I'm having trouble giving you my own argument, bro.
I feel like it's better if you write it out, because if you say it, especially the speed you're saying it, like someone's not gonna be able to track it fully.
Yeah.
Like if it was a debate over text, or if you were like debating someone with like a chat on the side, that would be optimal. But I would just speak it out instead of using variables.
Well, it's easy for me to use variables when I'm arguing, and it's like it's weird. Like if I don't use variables while like I'm arguing for God
Yo,
or like
Anna,
arguing
stop it.
theism, I can't like
Bro.
I don't know.
That's not my name.
I'm too lazy to say the whole entire thing.
Okay,
Yeah, but-
here I think
Okay.
okay, so all right, so we already told you U is gonna be all possible states of reality, right? So U means everything that exists or could exist. So here let C, N, and B all be subsets of U, and then E is gonna be explanation relation. So C is gonna be contingent realities, N is gonna be necessary realities, and B is gonna be brute facts. So C is a subset of U. It just means all contingent things are part of reality. So we can say the universal quantifier is gonna be an element of U, and then there exists Y, which is an element of U. Therefore, Y explains X. So we know for every element of reality, there exists some explanation within reality itself. So we can go ahead and assume N is an empty set, which is just going to mean there are no necessary beings or necessary realities. So everything is either explained or ultimately part of physical reality. So like I would say
Bro.
like unlike the theistic model, we're gonna allow infinite explanatory chain, meaning there can be infinite chain of explanations without needing a starting point. So I would say explanations, they do not need like a final starting point to be valid. So we're just gonna define X being an element of U, and X is also an element of B, meaning some things are brute facts, so like no further explanation.
Wait.
But we're gonna treat brute facts not as failure, but like as boundary conditions of the system, right? So like it's gonna be like axioms in mathematics. That's my atheist model though. Is it good? I didn't finish the entire thing, but that's the atheist model. Like the God model is the God model is like the same because U is just gonna equal all possible states of
Max.
reality as well, and then CB
Oh,
and N
it's
is gonna
mudded.
be all subsets
Who's
of U.
there?
I'm back.
Do you want a kid?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Objective. Like,
Do you know we're in a public server right now?
that's
Yeah, I know
God.
I'm on a public server right now.
Yeah, but okay. I just shut up.
I'm streaming. I'm back on the streaming grind once again. guys.
No.
Are you an atheist or what are you?
See, I don't like to say because
Oh, you don't know. You're
like no, because
agnostic atheist.
agnostic, yeah. Well,
Oh, you're agnostic too?
then you say you're agnostic, and then people are like
No, agnostic atheist. You can just say that.
What?
agnostic.
What does
Are you
agnostic atheist mean, man?
For example,
I have no clue.
Because it's not a thing that contradicts
What?
itself.
Just say you're an agnostic
Yeah.
atheist.
Agnostic atheist. Because that makes sense.
You just say
Yeah, I
atheist
think
agnostic, man.
Atheists affirm that there is no God.
they say it for the word.
You're not supposed to start here. I can make an argument for God.
Bro.
God is immoral. Like, I can debate. for
What the
God.
heck? Anesthesia, Jesus. Nothing.
You don't complain.
excuse me.
You have to wait.
It's whatever.
I'm gonna use my I already used my my set theoretic argument for necessary reality against somebody, but I'm gonna use it again against these people.
Oh, never mind. You can be agnostic and atheist. Brother.
That's not true. It's trying.
We're like 6 or 7.
Max.
Maybe like 6 or 7. I like 6 or 7.
Do we make it public now or no?
Because that's called, I believe,
Semi?
theistic Satanism.
But
There's
they
Oh.
I said they heard.
I don't care about any of that.
Hold on, give me a second. Hold on, give me a second.
So, I like watched it like 2 years ago.
YouTube, thank you. Alright, Charlie, sorry to keep you doing.
Hello.
I'll let you introduce yourself first.
Oh, yeah.
Also, so,
I just like
yeah, look,
I just wanted to know like what was the topic like
because I'm the Jimmy debate.
I'm Christian, so like a lot of I get a lot of my answers from like the Bible and stuff. But I just want to see like way back like the topic about this.
That's like for you to decide. Like that, like you're supposed to come out here with a topic, and you're talking.
Wait,
So if you have anything, we can come here to talk to you about it.
like I'm trying to look for a topic because like when you say like a religion, like, something that contradicts the religion.
Bro,
You know what?
I said no.
Second, I'll let you right after that. If you
Wait, okay, wait, no. You can have
yep, because I think it's a human made thing. It's like,
well, like there's like no like preferences, right? So like if you say like stealing is bad, it's just your opinion, unless there's like an internal standard of you like are you tracking?
Are you tracking? Oh my goodness. That was high tier right there.
Wait, can I like hear please?
yeah, basically, I
Bro,
think,
let me go. This is rage bait.
so-called
Are you
morals.
tracking?
No, I'm not. I'm actually lost right now. I don't even know what they're talking about. I'm trying to put my like this is rage bait.
And we're all very similar. So that's why most people do like similar things, if that makes sense. That's why we have similar football more when you go into like other cultures and stuff, especially in history. Are different in different cultures and different societies.
I have to put my my app or text field as latex. How do I put that at? Oh, cute.
Historical.
Okay, so like when you say like culture, it's like everybody's different. There's obviously like some things like Simon, right? Can I just like read
Bro, what?
the Bible? It's not true.
Triste por ser aquí.
Like, can I say like something from Romans? Because like this talks about universal moral laws.
Feel free.
So it's Romans chapter 2, verse 14. Universal moral laws like justice and fairness are imprinted on everyone's consciousness by God.
Is she adding to scripture? Yo, did you hear what the verse was?
No, I didn't.
Oh my goodness. Is there a verse that actually says that, or is she adding to scripture?
What'd she say?
She's talking about a verse that talks about universal moral laws. She said
Universal-
Roman something.
What?
Universal.
Bro,
moral
Exu.
They have like
Wait.
a power telling them this is wrong and you're gonna keep doing it because like that's sin.
No.
So like
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense for someone that's a Christian, but that wouldn't make sense for me. I don't believe in God.
that actually was not making sense.
I don't understand why God's word in the Bible would prove anything to me. So I don't believe in God.
All right, let me look this up.
Bro.
What?
Because I think it's not evidence.
Morality.
Right, so like why
If that's evidence for you, like that's why you have your opinion on morals. My opinion on morals. Sense.
I mean I guess but like are you atheist or like agnostic?
Dude.
The Book of
What?
Romans strongly affirms the
Well,
existence of
doesn't have a
universal
what I
morality.
Christian stuff.
Mighty.
In the Christian
Why is
Bible.
Exu
What?
quitting?
Well I'm asking you
I have no idea.
Why is what?
are you
Exu
So
Studio.
What?
not understand?
He's quitting.
Who is?
So I don't believe in it.
Exodia.
X
Yeah.
Exhale
It
Dia?
does
I don't know who that is.
Exalt, bro.
You know,
Bro.
true.
Exotodio.
Axotodio. Who is that?
You know, come up.
Hold on 1 second. I'm about to go debate.
Bro. I added you. Stupid.
Hello?
Uh,
Yeah, so how's your day going?
what about you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm a Catholic Christian. Are you atheist?
Oh, I don't care.
I would consider myself unlabeled, but you can say atheist. That's fine.
Yeah. Do you wanna debate on the existence of a God? I can give you my argument proving he exists.
You're welcome to give me an argument, but I'll just say right now,
Yo, Des, you're actually a chud.
it's not a God. So.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's
Yes.
fine. Sure. But how about
Look,
this?
that's
Before we
you
do a
pathetic
start,
piece
before
of
like
filth
we do
garbage.
start debating,
Bro.
if I do beat you in the
Chill.
debate, can you confess that Jesus is God?
No.
All right. Would you confess that God
Des,
exists
I'm gonna
then?
anathemize you.
If I did that, that would be blasphemy.
How would that be blasphemy? Let's see, John 1:1 in the beginning. Yeah, John 1:1.
Bro,
Yeah, John 1:1 in the
what?
beginning, the word was with God and the word became flesh and dwelt among us. So the word is just going to be Jesus Christ in this verse. So in the beginning was the word. Jesus existed eternally with the Father before creation. Therefore, Jesus is God and he has divinity. But that's not my argument. So here, yeah, I'll start. So here, let the letter U equal all possible states of reality, right? So U, it just means the whole set of everything that could exist or happen. So C is a subset of U, B is a subset of U, and N is a subset of U. So we know subset, it's just going to mean everything in the first set is also inside the second set. So we can say C is a subset of U. That just means all contingent things are inside the total reality set. So we say C is going to be contingent realities. B is brute facts, and it's necessary reality. So we can go ahead and say you know what the universal quantifier means, right? So for all, so we can say the universal quantifier is going to be an element of C, and there exists Y, which is also like an element of U. So Y explains X, right? So we can say for every X inside of the set of contingent things, there exists some Y inside of reality that's such that explains that Y explains. So assume that U equals C. So like this just says the whole universe is only contingent things, right? So we can go ahead and say that creates a chain. Can you turn on the whiteboard real quick? And can we add more time, please? Because this has been fun debate. Can you turn on the whiteboard so I can go ahead and write this out?
Bro.
You have to give me a second.
Yeah, no, you're good. I don't have the Elijah argument formulated.
Whiteboard.
It should be in the plugins. Yeah, okay. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, so like the whole universe is only contingent thing. So we know that's gonna create a chain. So we can say have X and then another X, which would be 2, 3, and then like so on, right? So that would just mean every explanation depends on another explanation forever. So we can say there exists like there exists or there doesn't exist infinite regress, right? So there does not exist an infinite chain of explanations going back forever. Hold on.
Do you want to walk down with me to get it based up?
Yeah. Hold on. I'll be right back. Give me like a minute. All right. Yeah. My bad. I have to go help my grandma in the.
Yo, annexation, bro. Do not take that.
Bro. Can you Max, can you mute Excel or whatever?
Me?
Max.
Oh, at least my buddy. My bad.
I don't think he's there.
I'm here.
Can you mute him?
Is that tough? Oni chan. He'll be baked doing a home dinner law. There you go.
Are we serious, bro? Son.
Bro. Bro.
Not you just like sleeping right now.
Bro. What?
Okay, I'm sorry, Anastasia. GT blood is back.
It was amazing.
Well, chances.
Okay, y'all back. I'm back.
This don't exist.
Yo.
Okay, I was debating this guy first, so I'll let him finish.
Yeah. So what I said is so U would equal C. So like that was just says the whole universe is only contingent things. So that would create a chain, right? Which is what I drew right here. So like it's just gonna mean every explanation depends on another explanation forever, right? So we can say there doesn't exist infinite regress. So there does not exist an infinite chain of explanations going back forever. Um Basically meaning if everything depends on something else forever, nothing ever gets fully explained. So we can go ahead and conclude that U doesn't equal C. So reality is not just contingent things. So that's just gonna go ahead and mean that there exists something X, which is an element of U. So I said X is not an element of C. So there exists at least one thing in reality that's not going to be contingent, right? So there must either be B or N. B is going to be brute fact, which means no explanation, or N is going to be necessary reality. So it must exist in all possible worlds. So we can go ahead and say X is the element of B and N, so either set combined. So X is in either brute facts or necessary realities, right? So if brute facts are going to be rejected, they give no explanation, then we can go ahead and say X is an element of N. So X is just going to be in the set of necessary beings. So we know that
Okay,
N.
wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
So why can't you? Why did you just take away the brute facts?
Yeah, that's what I just did. I
Why would you take that away? Because no explanation was still there, right? So obviously, someone thought about putting it there.
Yeah, I could use axiom choice. I'm not sure, but yeah, I said if brute facts are rejected, they give no explanation. Then we can say X is the element of N. So
Wait,
it
what?
could be
Bless
in a set of
us?
necessary beings, right? So we know N is not going to be empty, so it's not going to be an empty set, basically. So what I would say is that there exists at least one necessary reality, right? So a being that exists in all possible worlds and does not depend on anything else. Now, you said somebody had to put that brute fact there.
Yeah, because there has to be a possibility of the fact that there could be. It could just be no explanation.
Yeah, so like a brute fact doesn't mean someone put it there. I mean, you would agree, right? Well, no, you wouldn't agree. You just said that. It's just gonna mean it's a fact that has no deeper explanation, right? So I mean, you're kind of just assuming everything that exists must be placed or caused by something else. But I would say that's gonna be what's in question, right? So I mean, we only have like a few options. So either everything has an explanation, which we know that leads to either infinite regress.
I'm sorry, I think you misunderstood what I understand what you're thinking that I said, but that's not what I meant by that. I meant someone put that in the equation or whatever the heck you're just doing. Like you said something about brute facts and you're like, well no, I'm just gonna take that away because you didn't want there to be a possibility of no explanation for your argument. I believe there can be no explanation for the universe. I think that's a possibility just as much as any other possibility.
Yeah, I think there's a misunderstanding on your side, right? I'm not putting brute facts into an equation or like a step. I'm like something I can add or remove, basically. It's like yeah, yeah. So like, but listen, a brute fact is just gonna be a label for a kind of explanation stopping point. So like what's it called? I'm not really like I don't know where you got me adding or removing brute facts. Just gonna be a term for a stopping point of explanation.
Or you just use the N.
Yeah, and it's gonna be necessary realities or necessary being. So I said and it's not gonna be an empty set.
But if you just stopped it at the brute fact, then that would just be it, and there'd be. So what I'm saying.
Yeah, I used formal symbols though. I don't think you're tracking. You're focused on you're focused on wording like brute facts and equations instead of the actual claim. So we know like our conversation shift from like logic to like the language. So listen,
I'm sorry. Just trying to clarify what you're saying.
yeah, no, I think I overcomplicated it here. So we know my point isn't gonna be like math. I'm pretty sure we know this, right? It's just gonna be everything that depends on something else. Needs an explanation. So like the disagreement is just gonna be whether reality eventually ends in something necessary or whether it can just stop at like whether it could just stop at unexplained facts, right? So my original model has three philosophical assumptions. Obviously, you can reject. I'll just go ahead and tell you. It's like everything contingent needs explanation. Infinite regress is not acceptable, and explanation must terminate in something. So obviously, if you reject like even one of those, my motto won't land. So I'm just helping you right now. So we know instead of equations first, we can so like do you think everything must have an explanation or can some facts just exist without one? That's what I ask you.
I think. Would you agree with me if I said an explanation can be nothing?
That an explanation can be nothing?
Do you agree with that? Because if not, then I don't agree.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on what you mean by nothing. Like if you mean like literally nothing, so like no reality, no laws, and no structure, then there's nothing there to be an explanation at all. It's like, what do you mean by nothing?
I mean, like, just nothing. I think nothing that is beyond our knowledge, like a god or something like that.
Oh,
Like, I don't think anything above us exists.
Yeah, so like nothing and God are like completely different ideas though. Like nothing means there's no thing at all. So no mind, no power, no structure. A God is a kind of thing, even if it's beyond our understanding. So we know. So if you yeah, but it's still like completely different idea. So if you say nothing is beyond our knowledge, like a God, that's just gonna stop. That stops being nothing, right? It becomes something with properties like knowledge, power, or agency. So like either it's truly nothing, which we know can't explain anything, or it's just gonna be some kind of being which is not nothing anymore. Because nothing doesn't equal no properties. Sorry, you think it's nothing?
Something like a god can exist outside of space, time, and matter. Then so could it? It could also just be nothing.
Yeah, okay, just to be clear, if you mean literally literal nothing, then it doesn't have any properties, power, or ability to produce anything, right? So under that view, we can say reality.
Exactly, which means
Okay.
that would mean that space, time, and matter just exist.
Okay.
Just like how you think that
Oh my goodness.
God existed. I think that space, time, and matter has just always existed.
That's nice. So under that view, reality would have to come from something that has no explanation and no cause at all. So I'm gonna ask you a question. Is your view that everything ultimately comes from something that literally has no explanation or structure whatsoever?
Yeah, I mean, your God doesn't have an explanation to
That's not answering my question.
Yes. I said yes.
Okay, so your view is okay, hold on. Oh, I just had a brain fog. So your view is that everything comes from ultimately comes from something that literally has no explanation or structure for like literally whatsoever.
I guess, bro. I'm just trying to give you the atheist argument. Maybe I don't care about this.
That's fine. Okay, okay. Yeah, I understand your position.
Did I not tell you at the beginning of this argument that I said I'm not 100% sure that there's no God, and I said that I'm not.
Well, I mean, you sound pretty sure that there isn't a God, but you're trying hard to argue against me proving a God exists. Yeah, no, duh. No, duh. Yeah, so I understand your position, but like I just really want to clarify what that actually means, right? So if something has literally no explanation or structure whatsoever, then there's no reason it is one way rather than another, right? So under that view, we can say it's not just that we don't know the explanation, it's that there's no explanation at all, even in principle. So why is there something rather than nothing instead of literally anything else? And what determines that outcome if there's no structure or explanation at the foundation? Hello, taser.
Bro,
Are you gonna answer the question?
too fast.
Oh, bro, you're angry. You gonna answer the question?
I'm not angry at you. I don't have a problem with you. I don't understand. You're obviously winning this debate, so I don't know why you're getting mad.
Yeah. Okay. So she just confessed with her tongue. Okay. Thank you. You're smart too. You just confessed with your tongue that we need a debate, so I can just go ahead and come to the conclusion that my God does exist. But anyways, your atheism fails. It's illogical. Are you gonna go ahead and answer my question though?
What question?
You didn't even hear my question. That's nice. So I'm gonna repeat it for you. So why is there something rather than nothing instead of literally anything else? And what determines that outcome if there's no structure or like explanation at the foundation?
Weird, because I don't know if there is or not. There could
Because I don't know if there is or not.
Unless you're God, you wouldn't know that. I don't think.
So yeah, that makes sense, bro. So you're basically saying you're not claiming there definitely is no explanation, just that you don't know if there is one, correct?
That's pretty much what I said at the beginning of the debate.
Okay. So yeah, hold on.
Really, you wanted to.
Hold on, you're a burger, bro. You're a burger. Hold on, you're a genuine burger. Yeah, I'm sure you don't. So, not knowing whether there is going to be an explanation doesn't by itself show that there isn't one or that there is one. Okay? So, I got what your view is, right? But would you say your position is more like we should say, hold on, brother. Okay, hold on. Would you say your position is more like we should suspend judgment on ultimate explanation rather than reality ultimately has no explanation? Which one is it?
I don't know the whole point.
Bro, oh my goodness, bro. There's no way. You can't be a real human being. Okay, which one is your view?
Objective, everyone came from nothing, as well as God isn't real.
All opinions are objective. Everyone came from nothing.
It was split.
You're a bot, bro. Is that gonna be voice chat ban fallacy?
Okay, are you about done debating? I've got someone for
Yeah, no. You made two claims that don't fit together, right? So all opinions are objective. That contradicts itself. Hold on. You just contradicted yourself, right? All opinions are objective. That contradicts itself. So opinions are, by definition, subjective viewpoints. Everyone came from nothing. That's just going to be a metaphysical claim that needs justification, not just assertion, right? So you're claiming that everybody is eternal, which you and everyone else is not eternal beings. We are finite beings, meaning we have a beginning and an end. Okay? So if everyone or everything came from nothing, then nothing would have to produce something, which already gives it some kind of power or structure. So it's not really nothing anymore. So either we're talking about something we don't understand yet as the origin, or we're using nothing in a way that it isn't literally nothing. Okay, so I don't think that statement that you use is going to be consistent as written. But yeah, I get the point. But like, it just sounds like you're just saying we don't fully know the
Wait,
origin
what's
of
a
everything.
following proposition? A following proposition?
Basically, what I'm saying is that you don't know anything because you don't know if all your knowledge and stuff works outside of this world.
If all my knowledge works outside of this world,
Humans only know what humans know. You don't know what anybody else knows.
what? No, I have comms. I have comms.
Aliens are smarter than us.
Yeah, so you're assuming that to know anything, I'd have to go outside of reality to verify it, right? But we know knowledge doesn't work like that. So we're just going to be using reasoning inside reality to understand reality. Hold on. Aliens don't exist. They're demons, okay? That's what I hold to. Anyways, so that's just going to be like, hold on. That's just going to be like saying a calculator can't trust math because it can't step outside the system it's operating in. That doesn't make sense. We know the system still follows consistent rules. Use your brain. So even if I can't access a higher outside view, it doesn't mean logic, consistency, or evidence stops being valid. So I don't need to step outside the universe to know things about it. That's just gonna that would make hold on, quiet. You're a burger, bro. Be quiet. That would make all reasoning impossible. That would make all reasoning impossible, including the claim you're making right now. Because what you're doing is just gonna be global skepticism. So you can't know anything. The problem, dude. Like, listen. Yeah, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you're getting slapped around in front of 9 people right now. This is embarrassing.
I don't care. Can I ask you a question?
Okay, brother. God bless you. Go ahead and ask me the question.
I just want to ask you a question about your religion.
What about what relevance does this have to do? What's the relevance to this? I'm confused. We're talking about God, not Christianity. I'm confused. Yeah, I'll be charitable. Sorry. I'll be charitable to you. I'm sorry for being rude to you. Forgive me. I'm sorry.
If you're saying that God has to be real, then why is not everyone believing God?
Oh my.
Repeat that question real quick.
If you're saying that God has to be real, then why the heck is everyone not believing
If
God?
the Earth is round, why do people reject it and think it's flat?
Because the Earth's flat.
Like, oh!
Oh.
No way! 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 I'm done. I can't. I'm gonna retire from debating. You're too high tier. I'm getting baked
Wait.
right
Did
now.
she just say the Earth is flat?
Yes, she did.
Okay,
She's so
I
high tier.
was making sure I heard that right.
This is elite clip farming right here, bro. You're
Bro,
high tier, bro.
this is on my stream, bro.
Yo, somebody said in the chat I have comms too. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Would you?
Why are you guys crying?
No, it's fine. Anyways.
Wait.
would
Okay,
you-
so
would
if
you-
the Earth is flat, why do people think it's round?
Obviously, because that's what they want you to think.
Oh my! I'm gonna like,
Bro.
You're high tier. You're high tier. No way.
dude. Quite. Oh.
Sweet.
Enrique.
Oh my goodness. Albert and Einstein up here,
Dude,
bro.
I never heard of that one before. You know, you lost this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, host.
Yes, bro.
Talking to.
Yeah.
It's not a conspiracy.
Oh, tough boy right here. I'm sorry, host. Okay, so would you agree that belief is going to be about knowledge and culture, and reality is going to be about what actually exists? Yes or no? Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So those aren't the same thing. Thank you. So we know people used to not believe in germs or gravity, or gravity. Like it wasn't understood, right? That didn't mean they weren't real. So even if everyone at one point didn't believe in God, that would not settle whether God exists, because it would only describe what people believe, right? So whether people believe something or not, does not determine if it's true. It only shows what people thought at the same time. So we know people not believing something doesn't prove it isn't real. Basically, what I'm trying to say, it just shows what people believe at different times. You understand it?
Understand.
What am I? Yo, she's laughing. She's laughing.
Dude, this is high
She
tier.
just giggled, bro. There's no way.
This is high tier.
This has to be high tier.
GT, bro, you're losing, bro. This is high tier.
No,
Chat.
that's what the hating map said, bro.
I'm
The
losing,
Earth is
bro.
flat.
Please speed.
Because people are trolling in the chat.
No, you're trolling so hard right now. I don't know if you find pleasure in getting baked right now, but like this is crazy.
Dude,
This
the
is
Earth is flat. What do you mean? That's what they want you to think, that it's round.
What does he even do, bro? What does he even do?
Maybe you'll know.
Oh,
That's
Oh.
something. What if?
What?
This is an easy clip farm, dude.
What if in the future you know something that you didn't know now?
What does this have to do with anything?
What?
That you know that they prove that God is not real in the future. So then that's what everyone believes.
Annexation, good idea.
Dude.
Germs are like gravity.
Well, in this false reality you created, then obviously he wouldn't be real.
Or there's some like girl, there's some girl and some
But-
guy moaning and groaning
but-
in the
Whoa!
But I'm gonna have to ask you. I'm gonna have to ask you to prove that God isn't real. Then, so what is your
Brother.
argument? Oh, in the future. Oh, in the future. it could be-
In
it
the
can't be real.
future, what about in the future?
Like it doesn't
That's
matter.
basically
So
what
that
I'm
means. So what you're saying is that you can't disprove God, so you need people in the future to do so.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, so like, are you saying, I think she's saying future knowledge will show your current belief is wrong.
Son.
chat. Tell these low tiers what's up.
Low
Okay.
tier.
What? I'm crying. He's
She's
like,
rage
oh.
baiting.
There's
She's rage
no
baiting.
way.
This is bait.
She has to be rage baiting, bro. You're getting baked right now, bro. You're getting thrown around, bro. I'm doing you like Hulk did Loki in the Avengers movie. You remember that? You know that one
Oh, yeah.
scene? You
Hello.
know that one
Yeah,
Oh,
Hulk.
what the heck?
Yeah, Hulk
Yeah,
is playing Loki.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. I gotta get that gift. Hold on.
Hold on,
What's
I'll
up,
send
dude?
Anyways, so
Yo,
it
anesthesia,
doesn't
is
prove
this what you
either
wanted?
side right now, so we know future knowledge.
This is weird.
It's gonna be true for both of us. So I'm gonna agree with you on
I was
that.
a build anesthesia.
Hold on.
I
But
don't
saying you
black.
might learn God isn't real later doesn't
I
show
am
that God
black.
isn't real now, right? It's just
You're
gonna
black.
say our knowledge can improve over time.
You know why?
What do you mean? Do I know why? Know why what?
You haven't even conspiracy about the ancient Egyptians yet.
I don't hold to conspiracy theories.
Basically, they travel back in time and then into the future and say God isn't real.
Wait, what if in the future your conspiracy?
Can you just retire from
theories
debating, bro?
disprove?
Yeah, I know she's laughing right now. She recognized she
Yeah,
just
that's
recognized she's getting like baked right now, and now she just like started trolling.
And
But anyways,
yes.
no, since you can't like back up any of my claims or any of my points, I can just take it into the case you concede, and atheism is not true. God exists. So thank you. This just concludes our debate. This concludes our debate. It's clear to me who won this. But I hope you research more. I'm sorry for disrespecting you throughout this debate. Please forgive me for the insults. But I do hope you research more and become smarter.
He means it.
Yeah. I thank you. You're right. I do need to be given for my sin. I need to be forgiven for my sins because I'm a sinner. I'm not a good person. I'm not righteous yet. God
Yes.
bless you. I hope Jesus Christ, the one true God, blesses
But you
you. in
listen
your
to the
life,
right
alright?
stream. Where are they?
Yes, cool.
Yeah.
Yes, cool. Wait, listen. Do you want to?
Later, later.
Literally.
Later.
What's your religion? I don't know. My religion is nothing.
Yes. Stop dodging. Bye, honey. Later.
Why do you
I've
have
said that.
What is going on right now?
Music whenever you talk, Mighty.
Because I'm heaven. I'm heavenly. Bow down.
Background music.
I'm simple. Joseph Smith is in heaven. I'm Joseph Smith.
Wait, are you the
We
angel
are.
that showed Joseph Smith the golden tablets?
See, just a minute.
Literally.
Anyway.
Anything.
Okay.
No,
Can you
Yes.
speak?
Wait,
What do
Mighty.
you mean,
Sing
bro?
Happy birthday in Spanish.
Dude.
Oyster basta to you. Oyster basta to you.
Feliz
Oyster
cumpleaños,
basta.
auntie.
Our neighbor Chris has active for me.
Wait, Mighty, can you sing like a chant or something?
Carnival Chris is active for me.
So flat.
Happy birthday, I speak here.
Mighty.
What?
Start laughing normally though.
Oh, this is a clip farm.
You're so funny. I did a baby. I did a baby. But it's a baby.
The music.
It's a
is
baby.
killing
I did a
Why
baby.
can't you do that?
What? Ow. Ow.
me. Enrique.
Enrique.
Enrique. Natural, I have chosen you to be the next Joseph Smith.
Oh, really?
We'll carry on his legacy.
What's the
Anastasia,
what's the New Testament?
What?
you
Yeah.
will be Nitrous' successor.
What?
What?
Are you speaking in
You know
tongues?
One of his girlfriends, because he's Joseph Smith.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
polyamorous.
Hello?
Oh.
Oh,
I turned that on to off my
Oh,
voice
it's
change.
baby.
It's a baby.
It's baby Joseph Smith.
wait, try to do a girl impression. Like, just any girl.
Wait, what?
Oh, dude!
Wait, is
Why
someone
is he
serving you?
muted? Who did that?
I don't know.
New voice. Nah. Who did that?
Let me check. Let me check the lines.
The background music. I can't.
stop it.
Okay.
It was Des who did that.
Bruh.
Des had wrong.
It's Des? Nah.
Dang, GT.
My bad. Excuse me.
Yes. Stop it. Or else I will anathemize you.
Why does he have background music?
You super fan.
Excommunicate him from the new Joseph Smith Church, Reformed.
You will be excommunicated from the land of the saved. What do you have to say for yourself?
I read the golden tablets, sir.
Voice.
Oh.
Okay, speak tongues and you will be saved.
Oh, really?
You're saved.
Pentecostal. Wait, speak like rap in tongues real quick. Hey.
I have to go soon. Like, oh my gosh. I have to go.
Go back, no.
Alright, bye.
Go back, no. Bye.
Rap in tongues.
Okay, Joseph Smith said he had to leave.
Aw. That was like a
Oh, he said he's...
it was a Joseph Smith apparition that just happened.
Yo!
What?
Nothing. Des, are you here? Well, I need to speak to Des real quick.
That's yes. Else will not device stupid piano.
Wait, can you do an anime voice line?
Oh wait.
Like what?
This is a Joseph
like,
Smith apparition.
it's just like any voice line. Like you just make up a voice line yourself. Like do it like you're in a battle for life and death, and you're about to power up. What do you think a anime main character would say?
Oh.
They tell you, you killed my family. I'm gonna end you.
Do an Elden Ring voice line, like a boss one.
Elden Ring?
Yeah, like Thou Tarnish. They talk like Thou or Thigh.
One.
Wait, let me get a quote. 1 second. 1 second.
Forefathers, one and all, bear witness.
Can you quote?
Say
Oh, death,
willful
become my
willful
blade
traitors.
once more.
Oh yes, fire! Say willful traitors, all thigh, kind are all of peace, pillagers, emaciated from the want of purpose.
Wait, you type it in.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on, let me copy it.
Forefathers, one and all, bear witness. Oh,
Elohim!
oh, death. Oh, death. Become my
Alright.
blade once more.
There we go. I put it in the
Willful
chat.
traitors are thy kind are out of a piece. Pillagers, emaciated from the weight of pulpit.
Wait, that's fire. That's fire. That's fire.
Let's just say being
I love the music.
spiritualistic.
Oh, death. Become my blade once more.
Mighty, what happened to your music?
It's on. Blade.
I can be the music. I can be the
Yeah,
music.
you can be the music.
Another. Oh, death. Become my blade once more. Yo, I might have to back her after that. It's a body.
Speak in tongues.
Hello?
Oh, my God. I said, Diaba, on Diaba, like, well, Diaba.
You were saying.
Oh, the Nisha Bashawan. You cut that sheep car.
W.
Tavo Mahofa. You know, say this was tough. Oh, look like that sad. Look at that sad.
Maximum.
Death. Become my blade. Why? It's more. Oh, the Nisha Bashawan, for the Shinka. The Pomahoya, I said, it's on top. Of the
You're
new
living the state, bro.
Shabashaban.
You're high tier Pentecostal.
You cut that Shinka. Tavo Mahofa. Yeah, I said this was tough.
Wait, what are you? What are
No,
you?
but everyone.
Are you an Arian, Pentecostal, Presbyterian, Nestorian? What's
I'm a
your,
communist.
what's your other titles?
I'm a alien. That's not it. And communist.
Calvinist, Presbyterian, Baptist, Southern
Yeah.
Baptist, Lutheran, Presbyterian.
West Baptist.
Well, yeah, I don't think West Baptist
Okay.
is a thing.
I still leave. By Joseph Smith.
Okay, Joseph Smith had to go.
Oh man, Joseph Smith apparitions are my favorite.
He'll probably
Where
come
did
back once it
anesthesia go?
See that like
I don't know.
aliens and Dorset said
He had to get off. We'll go to bed.
fish though. Like, what do you say? Okay, how about you think God exists?
Yeah, I believe it.
Alright. Why do you think God exists? Why?
Well, from my-
Yo, GT,
Well, from my
anatomize him.
experience, I
You said what?
can realize that life does not come from
Anatomize him.
So like
Oh my goodness.
it doesn't have to be outside of like space and time. Like it doesn't. It's not limited to
Yo, I'll do it myself.
time, right? So I just think that there would have to be a higher power.
GT, he said it one time.
Anything but blessed.
No, because he's outside of space and time. He doesn't have a beginning. He's outside of time.
Are you joining in on that debate, GT?
Yeah, I'm waiting for these guys to get done.
Yeah. I get
Mighty gave me the pass.
I did it!
Mighty.
What'd you do?
I
What'd you do?
I thought about getting into philosophy. And you should like get into philosophy, but like a lot of your questions like will be into.
I think I don't know philosophy about asking like that, but like answer like if you help me say like, oh, you could be better. But like I don't know how philosophy like lead me into like the path of like showing me how God exists. So I could try it.
No. It's just like a deeper understanding of things, you know what I mean? Like the universe, stuff like that.
I mean, I guess.
Because like once you answer this question, like
You literally are judging, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know, George.
Filthy monkey who can't even use jujutsu.
I'm gonna let you go on to the main part. Alright.
Okay, hold on. I'm about to lock in. Okay. Same argument. Let me see. Logic and
Run it, bro.
say no more. Say no more. Oh, he just skipped me.
Oh.
I'm doing good. How are you doing? Good. So you said God doesn't exist. Can you prove that? Because you said it's a
This guy sounds dumb.
Yeah, how would you explain like most of that happens in space? Sorry, would you explain like the Big Bang Theory? Like, how could you like disprove the
Big Bang
God, take you
Theory.
back. The love.
I believe it.
Is that Joseph Smith?
Still kidding.
Bro?
He had
The
the.
Big Bang Theory was
kidding.
quite literally created by a priest, a Christian. And also, the Big Bang Theory requires a cause outside of space and time, which we know the only thing outside of space and time is God. So the only thing we can come to a conclusion is God. The Big Bang Theory cannot cause itself. Holy high tier, I'm high tier.
Hold on. It's like a person might be hearing that. Wait. Actually, can you hold on? Wait, actually, hold on. It's like a. It's like the first time I've heard that. Sorry. Okay, well, maybe some disagree with that rule. But yeah, but we don't disagree with the Big Bang.
I'm starting a YouTube channel. I want to do IRL videos and like debate videos. But I'm not sure.
It's gonna be so tough.
Yeah, I might do what if my mom would give me my meta glasses she bought for my birthday, instead of gatekeeping them, I can record my videos, like my morning runs, and just post them.
Are you gonna debate IRL?
Probably not, because I usually just debate on the internet, and I might stop debating once I start doing MMA full time, anyways.
God just doesn't exist, and it's a fact. Okay.
I'm planning on joining a debate club whenever I go to a new school, so that might be the only time I'm gonna do IRL debating. Because I mean, it's quite literally easy to debate in debate clubs, because like you if you just like give them a good formulated argument, then they're not gonna be able to like refute any other premises. Because I mean, most people in debate clubs aren't actually that smart.
I didn't know what to make off. I'm sorry. I just like the first thing I thought of.
Code makes me high tier.
No Blaze, but not even the worst of it, bro. You got Entailment like coming up next, like no Blaze, but
I'm getting glazed right now. You hear this?
you really experienced it, bro. You got this is a down beat game, man. Beat game.
Somebody called me middle tier. I'm like low high tier. That's it. He said, "Wipe your mouth." Bro.
Anyways, yeah, bro. A lot of
I would say he was righteously judging, but I feel like he was like pressing him a little too hard. Like I understand what he said wasn't wrong, not even gonna lie. But like I think it's better for him to like correct him and like tell him like don't do that. Like that's not something you should be doing as a Christian, instead of like saying what you said that in front of the Eucharist or in front of God and like constantly pressing him.
Mm.
But yeah, I definitely agree with you on the righteously judging.
Yeah.
It's just me, like when it comes to me, I don't like judging people at all, even like righteously judging. But like I will, like if you're acting a certain way towards somebody, or if you're doing something that clearly isn't okay, I'm gonna point that out. But I'm just gonna try to like correct you on that.
Well, what did Yoka say to him?
I have no clue. He's saying he said the hard R.
Yeah, this guy says the hard R in like the call. He said it like 10 times in the call.
Who, the Soldier of Christ guy?
No, the Des.
Oh, is that Yoka?
No, Yoka is Soldier of Christ.
Oh,
Yeah. At least you can make it. I guess.
wait, I'm gonna ask him since I'm black. Can I say it?
Let's see, Des is like.
Yeah. All right, God bless.
Oh, my turn. Let's go. I'm gonna use my same argument.
Okay.
Let's hear the intro. Let's hear the intro.
Yes. No.
Anyways, hello. Shalom. Okay, here, I'm just gonna start. Yeah, my argument is just gonna be the set theoretic argument for a necessary reality. So I'm here. We're gonna let U be like U, the letter U is gonna be all possible states of reality, right? So we can go in like inside U, we can go ahead and define 3 groups, right? So we can say C. Sorry, that's a horrible C. We can say C would be a subset of U. We can say B would also be a subset of U, and then N would also be a subset of U. So we know subset, it just means everything in the first set is also inside the second set, right? So we can say C would be a subset, wait, I lost myself. We could say C would be a subset of U. That would just basically means all contingent things are inside the total reality set. So we can go ahead and say C, that's going to account for contingent realities. B is going to be brute facts, and N is going to be necessary realities, right? So we can go ahead and say the universal quantifier will be an element of C. There exists Y, which was also is an element of U. So Y explains X, right? So for everything inside X, for every X inside the set of contingent things, there exists some Y inside reality, such that Y explains X, right? So here, assume that U equals C. So we know this says the whole universe is only contingent things, right? So that's just gonna create a chain. So we have X1 and then X2, then 3. That's a 3, sorry. And then like so on, right? So that just means every explanation depends on another explanation forever, right? So we can say there doesn't exist infinite regress, right? So there does not exist an infinite chain of explanations going back forever. So if everything depends on something else forever, nothing ever gets fully explained, right? So we can go ahead and conclude that U does not does not equal C, meaning that reality is not just contingent things, right? So that can mean that there exists something X, which is an element of U, such that X is not an element of C, right? So there exists at least one thing in reality that's not going to be contingent, okay? So we can go ahead and say that that thing must either be B or N. So we remember B is going to be brute fact, so no explanation. N is going to be necessary reality, so it must exist in all possible worlds. So we can go ahead and say X is going to be an element, X is going to be an element of B and N. So they're going to be either set combined. So X is in either brute facts or necessary realities, right? So if brute facts are rejected because they give no explanation, then we can say X is an element of N. So X would equal N, or is an element of N. So we can say X is in the set of necessary beings, and we can say N is not empty, meaning it's not an empty set, so nothing is inside, right? So there exists at least one necessary reality, a being that exists in all possible worlds and does not depend on anything else. Therefore, God exists. Hello? Hello? Yeah, do you have anything you disagree with?
No, I suppose.
So God is. So wait, does God exist?
God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Oh, okay.
So does God exist, or do you have anything you disagree with?
I don't disagree with.
Okay, so can we establish that God exists then, since you have nothing to refute? Can you say it?
I'm lucky, Josh. I didn't give him the pass.
Can you say that God exists? I would like to hear it.
Yeah, God exists, man.
Thank you. God bless you, brother. Be aware there are people who is in here smarter than me. I'm not gonna say who, but you have a wonderful day. I hope Jesus Christ, the one true God, blesses you in your life. Anyways, that was another win.
Talking about someone else already.
Yeah, so there's three other people who's in here that's smarter than me.
God,
Bro. I got warned. I'm not even on the podium. Bro, he's dumbfounded right now.
I'll bring you up. I just need a minute, man.
Nitro.
Hmm.
I was just kidding. I didn't give him the pass.
Yeah. Oh yeah, don't worry, bro.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Really like that too. Don't worry about it, cool beans.
Yo, what's it called? Confess actually got like.
You got to show my God, okay.
My code? Yeah.
No, bro.
That was my.
It was the dope, bro. It took him really like. It took him one premise, and he was confused. He had two categorical errors.
Okay, so I Vic this guy into the debate, and I got him to confess God exists.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
This is I love this, man.
Just know, like, he's talking about something about like something. Everything has a creator, and then it stops at one person.
Causality, cosmology.
Is he referring to the position that he's hearing you for God or what?
It's just like a higher tier, like just like a higher.
Yeah, hello.
Pretty good for contingency. Would like to look at that.
Night. So Night. My argument.
Video for anyone that wants to look at it.
Yeah, Night. My argument would just be the set theoretic argument for necessary reality.
Theoretic.
Yeah, I literally just created it. I formulated it tonight. I'm still like this is my second time using it in a debate. I got owner.
Yeah, he used it on me.
Like, did the guy just completely like see it and everything?
Yeah, no, he like. Yeah, he didn't really think about set theory, but I sent it to Berlin. He said he doesn't understand it, but I'm trying to get somebody like.
Here, yeah, for a second I thought that you was the universal concept. But yeah.
Here, I can.
You want me to?
Do wait, you're org, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I sent the equation to you in our DMs.
Yeah, you sent it to me. Was it in natural language though?
Yeah, so I thought I texted. I saw like reality. Basically, like reality cannot be an infinite chain of dependent explanations or like stop at unexplained facts.
Whole thing, right? In natural language.
Wait, like the equations? You mean the equations? Okay. So like wait. It's like, do you want me to define everything?
Just literally just type it out and.
Okay. You want me to give you the principle of explanation as well? Okay, yeah, I got you.
Type it out, I'll read through it, and then I'll like also put it through like a truth tree.
Okay.
Valid.
All right, this is gonna take a while here. I'm gonna give you a night mod. 7 minutes. I'll give you mod 2 since we're one essence.
Okay. Wait. So is anyone here like a Christian?
Anyone from a prop?
Anyone from a prop?
Yeah. I like that. So you're a classical theist, right? And you're Unitarian?
No, I would actually hold Trinitarian shield.
You're as a heretical.
Yeah, like I heard my own form of Shia, like it's Umar, Muhammad, and all that.
Tell me who the original Imam was.
I get that part of the learn.
Well, it's like the basics of Shia Islam as the first Imam.
Usually, like, yeah, Islam.
You don't need to study Shia Islam to know who the first Imam was. It was Muhammad's cousin. Be Ali.
Oh, I actually knew that.
See, even Dean knew that. He doesn't know anything about Islam.
Yeah, I know some stuff, right? And listen, I only know like the basic stuff that's like baseline, right? I don't really have like too many interests in like theology. Besides like the one contention I have. The one
like the moral realism one?
Yeah, exactly. And that's because it just directly conflicts with my view.
Yeah, I'll say we can assume that everything is contented. So we can say X is given by X. Yo, that's like that might be good.
Well, even like they can be objective.
Might be good.
Yeah, exactly. But then also I would say, and also I think that like they can be objective. I just think that like and God exists, right? And God be the arbiter of them. So I think that like what we take to be a fact, right? Or like when we refer to objective there would just be different.
Yeah.
I just think like yeah, I just don't think God's necessary for it. So who's this guy? Oh, hydromorphic. Hydromorphic, can you explain it to us? Transcendental idealist Catholicism. Yeah, you're a big question, guys. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So basically, play by all concepts. Side little stuff.
No, it's just you're like looks like communism is with no action.
Yeah, but we'll talk. I'll just like to explain continental translator.
Wait, real quick, you know what the transcendental is?
Yeah, the main argument against like transcendental idealism is that we can't empirically through the mind. Under like mindful transcendental idealism, well, we say there's one harm, which is always so we can empirically through the mind.
No, what's the mind?
Mind.
Yeah.
Yo, extra. Take
Yeah.
this.
From the server?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ramble?
Actually,
Yeah, the mind is anything that can use micro.
What is he doing?
I have a quick question.
He said to kick him.
Is the mind
Yes.
using the mic?
Why can't he just leave? No, tell him to leave. If he's asking to be kicked, just tell him to leave.
Yeah. Give us that brain there.
You think the mind's an equation? I don't think so. So
In their mind, I don't want to get BC banked.
you can't do like an equation with this, right? I don't know what that means to equal something. Unless you're saying
Yeah, to be well, to have all the properties and qualities and attributes that are
the properties, qualities, and attributes of the mind. Does the mind
of the thing.
Does the mind have the properties, attributes of the mind?
Yeah. Or to have like all relevant and like equal, like just be completely like the same.
Yes.
Like in all qualities.
Yeah, the mind is the mind.
You think that?
Yeah, because there's only one mind, which is mind.
Wait, so I have a question. So is the law of identity within specifically the mind?
The law of identity within my mind.
Yeah, like do you think logic is a part of reality or existence?
Reality is within my mind.
Yeah, okay. And so you'd say that logic is too, right?
No.
Oh, then what is it?
Just outside my mind.
Yeah, this is very
Logic is outside of reality.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be outside of reality?
To be outside of my mind.
Yo, hydromorphic, bro. This is
high tier HBA.
This is really high tier today, bro. This is like
my chin. Business chance.
yo, this is like genuine position.
But still, just Nightfall, you should just kick him out of his server.
Just tell him to leave if he wants to be kicked.
Metaphysical.
Yeah. So
Buddhism. I hold to monism. I hold to Shia, Sunni, Mormon.
Everybody would rage when I get to.
Yeah. Trivialism. Political theory. Oh wait, talk about political theory? Yeah, my political theory is accelerationism, but primitive accelerationism, or accelerate backwards, and we follow like Goethe's philosophy. Everything that is natural. You don't know anything about Goethe, by the way. Goethe? Yes, I love Goethe. I watched a 1 hour documentary on Goethe. Yeah, okay, it's like.
Dude, this fucking Clash Royale game makes me left my phone across the room.
Here,
Okay, I guess you guys just said it back.
here, this is gonna be some like.
Why did I get out?
Okay, can you tell me what glucose is? Glucose. Yeah, glucose is. Okay, so you don't know what glucose is. So you don't watch anything to do with like the carnivore diet. No.
Yo.
Talking about Goethe
Never mind.
philosophy of moral law. Are you talking about Goethe as in the guy who like eats chicken and for vegans? Yes, that Goethe. The Goethe on TikTok. Who do you think I was talking about? Yes, I'm not saying that. Yo, and I do our friend guy, I can see it. Oh my god. Yo, I have a headache because of you, bro. This is like, you're the one person that actually can have it.
Yo, I sent you it in its natural language, but it might be horrible because I'm still like strengthening the argument.
No, baby. Okay, I'll look at it, but. Yeah, I'm really high in my room, and I look at a headache because I didn't want to take my previous ring.
Nitro,
Alright,
you
after
should just
you.
please kick Des out of the sofa.
Just let me know about the argument.
Why?
Yeah, just let me know about the argument, bro, and just let me know what I need to fix, and I got you.
I mean,
But
you're just asking. You should just do it.
Alright, I got you. Of course.
Do you know why? But he just wants to have. He said if he leaves, it's not or. Just kick him.
Yeah, he can leave on his own. I'm not gonna go to his own immaturity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see what this dude not Des. I don't see what this dude is on about. Like, I could argue that the hard R is just a word. I mean, I understand. He tells me to learn history. Like, I haven't learned history. I understand the history of African slaves. My father, as a black man, has taught me about African slaves.
I want to save my own. Get the argument while I'm wrong.
This dude's Protestant too.
Who, Des?
No, Alfreezy.
Oh yeah.
The world IQ stability is lower. We're like this one to be into nothingness. Yeah, if I catch you around, we have to separate you. I'm in the center. Yeah, I'm the implementing rest of the
Yeah. Excuse me.
and if we reduce you to ash, I'm
Low-key, wait. We should just make a sofa like this, but for friend groups.
We already
We
have.
could.
There's like
I-
4 of them, bro. There's 4 of them, Mighty. There's 4 of them.
That's true.
I put myself down. Yeah, I'm gonna put you down. I do.
It's impossible to know any god is 100% real. I think I'm already like bored of the set theory argument. Should I use it one more time?
A lot of people, including me,
Never mind. I just
or how, or that it's like unknown, that you can't know that type of stuff.
there's 39 debate servers and none of them are good.
When somebody pass away, where do you think they go?
Me?
Yes.
I personally think I'm stuck between the I'm stuck between like the the Christian perspective, where the Lord has your health, or like nothing happens, like your body just disintegrates, like rots, and nothing happens. Like you can't remember anything. Everything's just like gone. So like you like see all black.
Oh my gosh.
You could say that if you want to like put it more, like dumb it down a little bit, so it's not
How
that
do you misspell dog that much?
us too, because I don't really have a personal like strong belief. I don't have a strong belief in everything.
Check it round.
I
Round,
really
round, round.
wait, so you don't believe almost anything? Uh, that it's unknown because things like this, like religion wise, I think you can't know for sure. I think you can believe in it, but I don't think you're like, oh, I don't think you're. Despite being in God's word, do you believe that He is a spirit? That like He is a real spirit? Something's better. I might just be like a little slow right now. But, like I don't really fully understand what you mean. Despite if God is real or not, do you believe that He is like real in spirit? In like a spiritual sense? I think it could be possible. Definitely. I think any god of any religion is there's a possibility for them to be true. But I don't think that you can know for sure that they are true. Truly real. Who created Jesus? I want to go back to that. Who created Jesus? Or do you think he like spawned?
Nobody created Jesus.
God created Jesus.
God didn't create
No,
Jesus.
he's uncreated.
No, he didn't. Are you a Christian? You're not? Here, that's fine. I'm a Catholic Christian. So here, let's go to John 1:1, right? So John 1:1 says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. You know who the Word is in this verse, correct? Yeah. So the Word is just going to be Jesus, right? So the Word was in the beginning, and wait, did I just mess that up, Nitro?
Wait, what did you say?
The Word was in the beginning, correct?
The word wasn't. I don't know, dude.
Here, I'll look John 1 up. Well,
Here.
1 second. Hold on. I just had it. Like I just had a brain fog. That's crazy. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So, like I said, the Word is Jesus. In the beginning was the Word. That just says Jesus existed eternally with the Father before creation, and the Word was with God. That shows that Jesus was with the Father before creation, meaning Jesus was uncreated and eternal like the Father is. And the Word was God. That means Jesus is God and is divine. So Jesus is not created as he is God. God is eternal and uncreated. If he was created, then he cannot be God.
You're telling me if somebody is created, they cannot be God.
No, you would have to be eternal. Eternal, we define God as eternal, or the source of which all depends on. That's how I define God, right? If you are not eternal, you cannot be all powerful, hence God, right? We know humans are finite, contingent beings, meaning we could have failed to exist. Therefore, we are not eternal. We are not necessary.
So you're saying that God was always eternal, right?
Yes, God is always eternal.
So why is there a birth spot for God?
What do you mean? What are you talking about the
He's
incarnation
talking
of
about.
Christ?
Dude, that person's so stupid.
Yeah, so Mary, right? The Holy Theotokos. Yeah, so so the rest of John 1:1 says, and the word became flesh and dwelt among us, right? So that just shows that talks about when Mary gave birth to Christ. Why is there a birthplace for God? Hello? Yeah. So we know that Jesus is going to be understood as one person with two natures, right? So what I mean by that is he has a divine nature and a human nature, right? So he's fully God and
Right
fully
back.
human. So here we can I can just go ahead and say Jesus is believed to be the eternal Son of God and God who assumed a human nature. So that's just going to mean as God he has no beginning, means no birthplace, and as a man he was born, meaning so he has a birthplace in history. So that's why I would say God was born in Bethlehem. So that I'm not talking about the divine essence began there. I'm just going to be referring to the Son of God entered human history through his human nature. So we can say birthplace applies to the human life of Jesus, and eternity applies to the divine identity of Jesus, right? So the paradox wouldn't be Jesus has a birthplace. It's just going to be the eternal God entered a place in time as a real human being.
Okay, wait, I need to ask you, who is Christ?
Jesus.
So why is there before Christ?
You said what?
Before Christ. When was the years before Christ?
BC.
Okay, so if BC was a thing, then Christ wasn't born. I mean created, correct?
Buddy. I just told you that Christ is uncreated. He's not created. BC is before Christ. So before Jesus became flesh and dwelt among us.
So he was always a spirit before he was human.
What are you trying to say?
I don't understand. So BC, you just said that it was before he was in human flesh, correct?
Okay, so do you know what BC, obviously, before Christ, you know what that's going to be referring to, right?
I can hear you.
You know what before Christ is referring to, right? Yeah, so we know before Christ is just going to be historical dating, right? It doesn't really mean before Jesus existed as God. So we know before the commonly accepted year of Jesus' birth in history, that's what it just means, right? So we can say 4 BC doesn't mean before God existed. It just means before the estimated time of Jesus' human birth. So Jesus is obviously going to be understood as eternal God, meaning no beginning, and born in time as man. So Bethlehem, it would be a historical event. So we know Jesus as the Son of God is uncreated in his divine nature, and Jesus as a human has a real starting point in time. So Christ's human life had not yet begun, but Christ's divine existence is eternal. So it's not going to be inside BC or AD time. It's not going to be inside that time at all. Like BC and AD? It just measures history, not God's existence, by the way. So basically, BC is before Jesus' incarnation, and then AD is after Jesus' incarnation. But eternity, we can go ahead and say that's outside both BC and AD entirely. So I'm saying he entered time at Bethlehem. He didn't exist. He didn't start existing there. But that would be how I explain it.
Wait, hold on. Technically, if God is and Jesus or whatever is eternal, then wouldn't germs also be God because they're eternal?
Yo, Nitro, you heard that?
What? Wait, say
Wait,
that
what does
again?
that mean?
Say that again?
What does that mean?
Wait, I want to hear that again. No. Host, say that again.
That wasn't the host. That was somebody else. Yeah. Repeat that again.
Technically, if God is eternal, then wouldn't germs be God?
Wait,
Dude, that's the most
you're being
stupidest take at.
serious.
Nah.
Yes.
So germs are eternal? No. What point are you trying to make?
Germs, like sicknesses.
Sicknesses are you, dude? Sicknesses mutate, but they're not necessarily eternal. I don't know what point you're trying to make here. All right, cool, man. What a good dude. You're high tier, bro.
Yeah, that was high tier. I just got baked right there. Holy.
What a genius.
Yeah, so God is just gonna be eternal in a hold on. God is gonna be eternal in a different sense than physical things. You know that, right? So you know what God is. You know what God is gonna be defined as. You don't. Yeah. Okay. So God is just gonna be uncaused and a necessary existence. So He exists by His own nature. We know germs. You would agree germs are contingent, created, and time-bound organisms, correct? Okay. Thank you. So germs aren't eternal.
Oh my.
Wait, how are they not eternal?
You
You
think
just
you think
conceded.
germs are eternal? Are you being dead serious with me?
She can't even argue against that point because she just conceded that point.
He said they were created.
Yeah, she just conceded that germs are contingent, created, and time-bound organisms. So she can't even argue that point anymore.
No, because no, I'm not, I promise. No, because so like God.
Listen, we don't have to argue against her. We don't have to argue with you anymore because you already conceded your point. That's the thing. But even if germs last forever, which they don't, they'd still be dependent beings, not God. You're mixing temporal duration with necessity and essity.
Wait, I want to hear what she has to say though. What was she gonna say? He or she? What were you gonna say?
Nothing. I'm sorry. I study frogs, not God. My bad.
You study what?
Frogs.
You study
And
frogs.
Why are you in a
Nice.
debate then?
Yeah, that's why I have a freaking.
Yeah, if you study frogs, why are you in a debate then?
Yeah.
What's like?
Sanitizer the devil. Somebody said sanitizer the devil. Bro.
And not the
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to excommunicate you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're excommunicating you. You're out of here.
Yeah,
Anathema blast.
Yeah, you're
What actually?
you're literally
Do you want to hear my argument? Silly Gecko, do you want to hear my argument for God?
Albert and Einstein.
You don't?
and
Why?
Einstein.
Nikola
Nicholas
Tesla.
and Tesla.
I didn't see the title, so I just joined a random.
Oh, W dots, W dots, W dots. Yeah, host, do you want to hear my argument for God then? Since you're saying it's impossible to know any God is 100% real?
Give me a second. Do you want to be put down then?
What?
Me? Yeah, so you get.
They're not talking about me, sorry. Here, host, can you do me a favor before we start the debate? I would like for you to take me down and bring me back up so my intro song can play. It puts me in a good state of mind.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, intro song.
Thank you. So okay, yeah. So let the letter U. Wait, can you turn the soundboard on before we start?
Okay. Oh.
I'm not high tier, by the way. I'm a low tier. The
the-
acid. I
he's-
just formulated the argument tonight, so I'm using it as much as I can. So then once I strengthen it, it's gonna be real good. I promise you.
He's the lowest of the tiers.
I usually I use the contingency argument, but I got bored of that, so I just created a set theoretic argument. Can you turn the soundboard on? Not the soundboard, the whiteboard on.
What the?
Yo, can we hurry up, top, please?
Oh.
Host, also, can we establish something before we do start debating? If I beat you in a debate, can you confess that God is real?
I'm gonna lose, so I don't know about that.
Well,
I mean, that would be technically lying because I don't know if you're gonna change my opinion by the end of the debate, so I don't want to like lie.
well, okay, just it's just something that it's an agreement, right? So if I beat you in a debate, you have to confess that God is real. But if I lose by some miraculous way, I will confess. I will convert to atheism. How about that?
Oh. There's a lot at stake, bro. She's a high tier, bro. You can't do this.
Yeah. I'm not a professional debater. But here, listen. I forgot what you said, but it's fine. So yeah, it's just an agreement between two debaters. All right. So if I beat you in a debate, will you convert to Christianity and confess God is real?
You can't do that.
Okay. Okay. How about confess God is real? Converting to Christianity seems a bit too much to ask for. Okay. Confessing God is real is fine. All right. Because if I do beat you in a debate, which I'm proving, I'm giving you an argument on the existence of God. And if you can't refute that argument, then that would essentially mean that I do win and that God is real. So it would be,
I'll be right back.
I think it would be smart to come to like establish that you should confess God is real if I do beat you in a debate. Can you enable the whiteboard though, please? You should see it's on the left. It's like a little pencil. You can press it, go to plugins, and you just find the enable whiteboard. But yeah, would you confess God is real once I beat you? If I do beat you, sorry.
I'll attempt to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's a U, by the way. Let U just be all possible states of reality, right? So it's just gonna mean the whole set of everything that could exist, right? So we can go ahead and say we say C, B, that's a B, sorry, and then N. They're all gonna be subsets of U, meaning that everything in the first set is also inside the second set. So we can say C is also a subset of U. That just means all contingent things are going to be inside the total reality set. So let's say C equals contingent reality, right? We can say B equals brute facts, and then N equals necessary realities, right? So contingent realities are just going to be things that depend on something else that exists. I'm gonna explain all this to you since you're not like familiar with this. Brute facts are things with no explanation, and then necessary realities are just going to be things that exist or that must exist in all possible worlds, right? So we can go ahead and say the universal quantifier, which I'll tell you what all this is after I'm done, will be an element of C, and then there exists Y, which is an element of U, and Y explains X, right? So the universal quantifier is just going to be for all or like for every, and then X is an element of C, which just means X is an element inside set C, and there exists. Obviously, that's just going to mean there is at least one, and then Y is inside the universal set U, and then Y explains X. So for every X inside the set of contingent things, there exists some Y inside reality such that Y explains X, right? So here, assume that U equals C. So we can say the whole universe is only contingent things. So that's just gonna go ahead and create that's just gonna create a chain. So we have 2, horrible 2, and then 3. So and so on, right? So every explanation depends on another explanation forever. So we can just say that and then this is a E, forgive me. Basically that symbol just means there exists, and the line just means like not. So there doesn't exist, like there does not exist an infinite chain of explanations going back forever. So infinite regress does not exist, right? So if everything does depend on like something else forever, then we can say nothing ever gets fully explained, right? So we can go ahead and conclude that U does not equal C, meaning reality is not just contingent things, right? So that's just gonna go ahead and mean that X is gonna be an element of U such that X is not an element of C. So we can go ahead and say there exists at least one thing in reality that is not contingent. So that thing must be either B or N. So B is going to be brute facts or no explanation, or necessary reality. So it must exist in all possible worlds. So we can also say X is an element of brute facts or necessary reality. So brute facts and necessary realities are going to be either set combined, right? So if brute facts are rejected because they give no explanation, then we can go ahead and say X is going to be an element of N, meaning that X is in the set of necessary beings. So we can go ahead and say that N is not empty, meaning nothing is inside. So there exists at least one necessary reality, a being that exists in all possible worlds and does not depend on anything else. So we can just go ahead and come to a conclusion that God does exist. Hello?
Eating chicken, but I was listening to her.
Yeah, is there anything you disagree with?
You made a really fair point.
So God exists?
Despite the fact that like a lot of that kind of went through one ear and out the other because we're using a lot of because you're using a lot of terms that my brain that's the size of a walnut can't comprehend. But I did understand most of it for the most part. And I think you actually did a pretty good job at explaining. Like, I can see your perspective.
Yeah. So do you disagree with anything?
It's just that I think for the most part, I would agree with what you said. I just can't, if it makes sense, I can't agree completely because.
Yeah, but even if you don't like agree completely, then I can still just say like I can still come to a conclusion that God exists because you partially agree.
Yeah, I partially agree. I would say that.
Yeah, so would you like have anything you can refute on that argument, or do you just want to conclude or concede?
I actually don't really want to say anything. I think you made like a really strong point.
Okay, so will you say that God exists?
Think about it. I will eventually. I'm not going to say it at this moment though, but I will.
Do you want me to give you a simpler argument then that you can understand? Why?
This
It's a simple argument.
silly gecko person is making me really anxious.
Well, it's not okay. You can bring her up while we argue, or give you my next argument. That'd be simple.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I think my eardrums just combusted. I know.
Okay. Chain of contention. Yeah. So host, do you know what the metaphysical principle of reality is?
And I would understand it
Right.
if you like kind of broke it down a little bit.
Yeah. So like everything that exists either exists necessarily or contingently. So necessarily just means it cannot not exist. And contingently means it depends on something else for its existence, right? So we can go ahead and observe the universe. So we know that you would agree that the universe is going to be structured by contingent states of affairs. So things begin, change, and end.
Might as well be God.
Okay. I'm not God. I'm below God. I'm a servant of God. But anyways, so we can go ahead and ask like why does anything contingent exist at all rather than nothing, right? So which will be like a metaphysical grounding question. So if every contingent thing is going to be explained by another contingent thing, you would just get an infinite explanatory chain, right? But we know an infinite chain of like dependent explanations does not explain like why the chain exists at all, or why there's being rather than non-being, right? So we're just going to be forced to conclude that there must be a non-contingent reality that grounds all contingent existence. It would be necessary, right? So we know this necessary reality, it cannot be material, temporal, or spatial. So material, as in matter, is contingent particles change. Because matter is contingent particles change states. Sorry, and temporal, we know because time involves succession and change. Spatial is just going to be space as a feature of physical reality, right? So it must be non-material, timeless, or atemporal in itself, unchanging, independent, and self-existent, right? So, well, it's already going to be placed in the category of like what we're going to call pure actuality and necessary being, right? So, if the being were impersonal, like laws of physics, then we can say it would operate necessarily and automatically, right? So it would not choose to create anything. But the universe, we know, is contingent, so it did not have to exist, and it is finite in age, therefore it began to exist. So the cause of the universe must account for a non-necessary act of creation, which that would just imply the ultimate explanation includes will, intention, and rational agency, because only a personal agent can choose between alternatives, actualize one possible word among many, and initiate contingent reality without being forced by prior conditions. How's that not going to be the case? I mean, we know the necessary being is not just a principle, but a mind-like source of being, right? So like at this stage, we're just gonna have a necessary self-existent reality, and like I would say the ground of contingent existence. So I can just go ahead and compare this with the classical theistic description. Right? Yeah. So dark. Yeah. So we hold on. Would you agree?
Guys, speak one at a time.
Yeah, dark. Would you agree that Christian theology would describe God as eternal, meaning beyond time, immaterial, and omniscient and rational?
Yeah, again,
Yeah. Can you answer my question? Are you gonna answer my question? Yeah, dark. Are you gonna answer my question? Yeah, don't dodge the question. Can you bring Roaring Larp up for me? We're one essence, inseparable. Yeah, so dark. I asked you, do you agree that Christian theology describes God as eternal, immaterial, omniscient, and rational? Yes or no?
The last one.
Omniscient and rational. Do you agree that do you agree that? Okay. So this is just gonna align directly with the metaphysical conclusion, right? So we know what you would agree that Christianity adds another farther explanatory layer, right? So we know the necessary being is not just gonna be a will, but like a tri-personal rational life. So like a trinity, and it's also gonna be capable of eternal self-relation. So knowledge and communication, I would say.
Why is the Trinity the case?
You said what?
Why is like the Trinity gonna be the case?
Why is the Trinity gonna be the case? Yeah, so like you would agree if God is going to be the ultimate foundation of reality, then he cannot depend on anything else or be made of parts, right?
Again, like we're
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So you're not answering my question. What am I presupposing?
Yeah, you're presupposing a Christian paradigm here.
Well, I'm arguing from a Christian framework. So what do you want me to do?
No, you have to like stick to just like we don't want to get into like the.
Yeah, are you gonna answer my question though?
I think you
why a Trinitarian model is the best metaphysical model.
Yeah, what I'm trying to what is my argument isn't my argument isn't just gonna be Christianity is true, therefore the Trinity though. What I'm saying is giving a necessary simple ultimate ground of reality, what must its eternal structure be like? So we know you would agree like that starting point is not gonna be uniquely Christian, right?
Okay, hold on.
You're not yeah, so once again, you're just not answering the questions. Are we answering the questions? Are you gonna answer my question?
Why is everybody like bad faith now?
How am I bad? I'm telling you to answer my questions. You keep like going over the questions I'm asking you. I'm confused.
You're just interrupting me.
Yeah, because you're not answering my questions, brother. I'm speaking what I'm doing. I'm speaking from classical metaphysics, so like shared in different forms by like actually I'm not gonna say that. That's not But anyways, what I'm saying is my point is not uniquely Christian. I already told you what my argument is trying to be. You're just like going over my questions that I'm asking you instead of asking or like answering.
The Trinity would be like specifically under a Christian.
Yeah. So once again, you clearly not understanding what I'm telling you. I said giving a necessary, simple, ultimate ground of reality. What must its eternal structure be like? That's what my argument is trying to be.
The structure like must be simple, sure. I mean, again, I don't see like why Trinity would be the case even under that. Well, again, like sure, God would be like simple, yeah, sure. Like why would hold to like a million aspects? Then again, I don't see like why the Trinity is like the best. But anyway, that's gonna be irrelevant, right?
Yeah. Whoa, it's irrelevant. I brought up a tri-relational, right? So anyways, repeat what you were saying. You said you don't see why that's gonna be what.
I just think there's a good physics explanation for those things.
Yeah. What did you just say?
That physics can explain the start of the universe.
Okay, so physics can explain the start of the universe. Okay. That's funny. Yeah, so you know what physics in principle can explain, right?
can explain how things move together. I guess you can
Dude,
explain.
there's so many things that I want to attack right now, but until is being so soft.
I'm being soft. What? No, I'm not being soft. Leave me alone. Okay. Anyways, so here, physics in principle, they can just explain how the universe evolves from an initial state and like how space time behaves at very early times, right? I can also add possible quantum cosmological models, so like inflation and vacuum states. But we know, you know what physics always assumes, correct? Hello.
You gotta assume a couple things. But
Yeah. What are those things? Do you know?
yeah, I guess. Under physics, you would like. I guess you have to validate. You have to affirm like empiricism.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, so I was just hoping you would say mathematical structure or like a framework of physical reality already in place. So what I'm just getting at with this is like even the start of the universe and like in this sense with physics, it would still mean the earliest describable physical state, like not why there is going to be any physical reality at all. Would you agree? Hello?
Yeah, there's like not understand. I can't believe that.
Yeah, so I said, even like the start of the universe in physics would usually mean the earliest describable physical state, not why there is any physical reality at all. Because we know even the most advanced cosmological models would still operate inside equations, probability rules, and logical structure. So what I'm saying is physics explains transitions of states, but not why there's going to be like a system of states at all instead of nothing. It's like there's just that's gonna be like there's a distinction between those, right? You would agree, right?
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Because I believe that the phenomena, right, that we would like, use like a false vacuum, quantum states and such, right? Like yeah, like the states and the probability, whatever, the things we use to explain the start of the universe, right? Like and these phenomena have been like bigger.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like stop mumbling and speak up because I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. I just said that. You're like talking really quiet. Because I mean, like in this sense, my PSR still stands here though.
Oh,
Okay, do you know what my principle is? You know what my point is?
no, I don't know what your point
That's
is.
fine. That's fine. Yeah, my point is just going to be if something is fully real, it must have a sufficient explanation of its existence, not just its behavior. So, like, I'm still like, I'm not really rejecting physics. I do want to point that out, right?
I guess and I
Yeah, sure. I guess you can call it that. But we know physics explains how reality unfolds, but not why there's it like something to unfold in the first place, right? You would agree? Hello, Taser.
okay. I don't have anything to confirm that right now. I'm gonna hold on that. I'm gonna hold off on that.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Dark, can you tell me the distinction between the phenomena and the phenomena?
Yo, can you like I'm not gonna say that. Actually, it's
You brought up the phenomena.
yeah. I probably did.
You did. It was pretty clear.
So yeah, I popped the bone in my rib.
Yeah, that's a clip, by the way. That's a clip, by the way.
Wait, this doesn't matter because I'm not in any server.
It doesn't matter. What doesn't matter? The distinction between what you said.
No, like me.
No, that doesn't really bad look for you, bro. No one's gonna take you seriously.
Yeah. So I mean, do I even have to?
I'll post it there.
Wait, do I even have to continue on with this debate, or can we just go ahead and conclude? I mean, you couldn't give it the distinction between what LARP asked you, so.
I'm dark. Why would you want to physicalism? So why would
You're not.
So Tung 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 Sahur is the god of all gods.
Nice.
dark? Why should I hold to physicalism? I'm basically asking you why should I ever hold to a chopped framework?
I just like it
Are
myself.
they conceding? Is this them
So you're
conceding?
chopped?
Yeah, I think so. Is that an auto concession?
Yeah, you're chopped. Confirmed.
Well,
Dark, bro.
yeah.
You were not physics and math C theory? C theory? Are we serious?
Tell me, what's the contention with C theory?
I don't know. I just never really I'm still honestly I don't know. I just don't really like it. I don't know. No, I wouldn't say I don't. I know. Wait, hold on. I wouldn't say I don't really like it. Hold on. I wouldn't say I don't really like it. Oh my goodness. Hold on, bro. Chill. I wouldn't say I don't really like it. I just never really find it like interesting.
Okay, so can you explain to me what C theory is?
Yeah, I mean I could. Do you want me to just go through the entire thing? Right now?
Yeah.
Right now?
What the hell else for you right now?
Okay, no. Yeah, no, it's just gonna be like wouldn't it be time isn't like just an order structure of events?
I'm gonna get off, bro. See ya.
Tell me you're done.
Oh,